Hello, everyone and anyone, and welcome to the Uncanny Commander. My name is Scott, and today we are cooking up spicy Boros lobster with Ragost Deft Gastronaut. Ragost is going to let us turn our artifacts into damage, and we are going to serve our opponents a delicious demise. Let's get into it.
Welcome to the kitchen. Ragost Deft Gastronaut is our head chef, and he's cooking up something dangerous. Under his culinary command, every artifact becomes a delectable treat, ready to be devoured in the name of value. But don't get too comfy. This isn't just fine dining. It's a food fight. For just 1 mana and a food, Ragost lets loose a sizzling 3 damage blast to every opponent. And if we've gained a little life along the way, he untaps, ready to dish out seconds. Bon appetit. We're not just here to dine, we're here to weaponize our snacks. Ragost wants us tossing our food straight into the trash, but with purpose. Every artifact becomes edible, and that means more ammo for our fiery chef. Here are some artifacts that are practically begging to be chucked into the bin for a sizzling 3 damage serving to all our opponents. Let's turn our buffet into a battlefield. Our first course is Icar Wellspring. This artifact draws us cards when it enters and then again when it's put into the graveyard from the battlefield. Damage and card draw, the best parts of Magic. Servo Schematic pulls double duty. When it hits the battlefield or when it gets tossed into the graveyard, it leaves behind a little helper, a 1/1 colorless servo artifact creature token. Its value coming or going. Prized Statue makes sure we get paid twice. Whether it enters the battlefield or ends up in the graveyard, it leaves behind a treasure token, helping us ramp or fuel Ragost's fiery appetite. Mycosynth Wellspring isn't just a snack, it's a map. When it enters or gets binned, we can search up a basic land and put it into our hand. That's twice the value for one tasty artifact. Ragost gets his food, and we fix our mana. Scrap Heap is a value superstar with Ragost. It gains us a life with every artifact or enchantment put into our graveyard. This is perfect for keeping Ragost untapped and the damage served hot. We're not just tossing food into the fryer, we're turning up the heat across the whole kitchen. Ragost is great at slinging snacks for damage, but we want more firepower. So let's make sure we're burning more than just our food with cards that punish every sacrifice, every death, and every artifact that hits the bin. If it's flammable, we're lighting it up. Every time a non-token artifact enters under our control, we get a little bonus firepower with Weapons Manufacturing, a colorless munitions token that explodes for 2 damage when it leaves the battlefield. It's like packing each artifact with a cherry bomb. Ragost loves when the appetizers bite back. Weftstalker Ardent turns every creature and artifact we play into a spark. Whenever another one enters the battlefield, it pings each opponent for 1. And with Warp, for just a single red mana, we can deploy it fast and start the burn early. Every snack, servo, or shiny treasure becomes a little jab to the whole table. Togo, Goblin Weaponsmith, gives a solid backup plan in case Ragost gets boiled, baked, or otherwise removed from the menu. Every land we play creates a rock, a colorless equipment token that can be thrown for 2 damage to any target. Just 1 mana to equip, and suddenly our board is armed with a full buffet of projectiles. Turns out, the side dish fights back. Reckless Fireweaver makes sure every artifact we serve up comes with a side of pain. Whenever an artifact enters under our control, it pings each opponent for 1. With all of our food tokens, treasures, servos, and rocks flying around, this Pyromaniac turns our kitchen into a microwave of misery. Ingenious Artillerist doesn't just light the fuse, he loads the cannon. Whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under our control, he blasts that much damage to each opponent. Whether it's a single servo or a full course artifact buffet, he turns every drop into an explosive finale. Ragost doesn't work on an empty stomach, so we're loading the deck with every way to generate food. Whether it's creatures in the kitchen, enchantments in the oven, or artifacts doubling as snacks, this section is all about keeping the pantry full and the damage flowing. Astrid Peth brings the appetizers and the adventure. Every time she enters or attacks, she bakes up a fresh food token, just what Ragost ordered. But she's not just here for snacks. With brand new sky on the board, every time you sacrifice a food, Astrid explores, digging for lands or stacking her draws. It's value, velocity, and violence, all in one bite-sized package. Apothecary White keeps the kitchen stocked, making a food for each player you attack. Then she turns snacks into soldiers. Tap her, 1 white mana, and tap X food, and you get X 1/1 humans. Easy, efficient, and always cooking. East Farthing Farmer brings a bite and a buff. He drops a food on entry, then pumps a single creature +1/+1 for each food we control. It's dinner and gains. Serving up a 3-course meal, we have Of Herbs and Stewed Rabbit, a saga card that buffs a creature and makes a food, draws a card and makes a food, then an army of halflings show up for all the food we have stored up. Battle of Bywater clears the table, wipes out the big threats, then rewards you with a food for each creature you've got left. Perfect for Ragost. Survive the fight, then cook the leftovers. And that's the menu for Ragost, Deft Gastronaut, where every artifact's a snack, every bite brings the burn, and even your leftovers fight back. If you're hungry for value, damage, and delicious synergy, this deck's serving it hot. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you want more spicy brews. And until next time, stay uncanny.